Testing.
We wouldn't have food.
Yoo-hoo, there it is. He got it.
Testing.
We're on.
We're good?
Ready when you are.
What do you say? Is that what we can go? Okay.
It's on.
I'd like to call the March 18th, 2020 board meeting to order. Would you please stand to salute the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Adequate notice of this meeting was advertised in the Asbury Park Press and the Beacon on January 16th, 2020, and revision advertised in the Asbury Park Press and the Beacon on March 12th, 2020, and by posting the notice in the Forked River Post Office and the Lanoka Harbor Post Office, the Ocean County Library, Lacey Branch, and by filing a copy of the notice with the Lacey Township Clerk as required by the Open Public Meeting Act. Roll call, please, for attendance.
Mr. Scanlon.
Here.
Mr. Peters.
Here.
Mrs. McAvoy.
Here.
Mr. Polino. Present. Mrs. DeSenza.
Here.
Mr. Riggs.
Here.
Mrs. Downing.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Okay, everyone's present, thank you. We'll move into public comment. An audience member wishing to make a comment shall raise his or her hand, and when called upon, state their name, address, or affiliation and intention to make a statement. Comments shall be limited to agenda items only. Comments shall be addressed to the board president. Comments shall be made on one issue at a time. Comments shall be limited to 5 minutes. No audience member will be recognized twice until all who wish to comment have been recognized. And please use the microphone. We're not using the microphone tonight.
That one's working.
Is
This
it
one,
working?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, we are using the microphone. Is there anyone that would like to speak? After I read all that. Seeing none, we'll move into board member and superintendent comments. Does anyone have any comments?
Not at this time.
I actually have one tonight.
Oh, all right, Mrs. McAvoy.
I'm just wondering, this is I don't know how appropriate this question is. The employee clothing for spring sports, is there any way that we could stop that if it has not been put in yet, since there are no spring sports at this point?
Ma'am, at this time, as far as we know, contract is a contract, and
No. Press your button.
we must pay the stipends.
Could we strongly suggest,
Yes, ma'am.
how would we do that?
Either myself or the superintendent will speak to the union leadership.
That's a great idea, thank you.
Thank you.
I only had one other question.
Go ahead.
All the bills to ShopRite for 190, 410, 423, and 260 for instructional supplies. What are instructional supplies to ShopRite?
Yes, ma'am. The ShopRite is used so that we can have teachers purchase things to use in home economics class.
Okay, great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Question.
Go ahead.
So,
Polino?
Mrs. McAvoy, you asked about the clothing stipends?
I did.
Okay. So, is stipends for the spring sports that were canceled, was that also paid now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. They are. They are going to be paid to them. There is a schedule that the athletic director has established with her coaches as to how they are going to earn that stipend during the closure.
And we'll be presented with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Because if not, I'd like to ask about that also,
Sure. Absolutely.
considering the times.
Yes.
And
Definitely.
if they're not working, I'd like to get something back. Thank you.
Anyone else? Mr. Scanlon, Mrs. DeSenza?
Just seconding what they said, like if spring sports are canceled and whatever, we have to look at that.
Mr. Scanlon, nothing? Okay. Anyone else? Comments? Okay, seeing none, Dr. Clark? Anything?
Not at this time.
Okay. At this time, could we have a motion to go into private session?
Motion for private session.
Second.
Do you want to?
Yes, ma'am. The motion reads as follows. Be it resolved that a private session be convened for the purpose of discussing confidential student matters, confidential personnel matters, confidential legal matters. The subject matter of these discussions will be disclosed to the public when the reason for confidentiality subsides. The length of the private session is estimated to be 45 minutes, after which the board shall reconvene and proceed with business. Action may be taken. Welcome to private session.
Okay.
Private session is in classroom W103 down the hall.
Okay, thank you.